What do you got?
I think I can prove to a judge that both of these men had the mens rea.
What the hell is a mens rea?
It's a legal term the lawyers use. It just means the intention to commit a crime.
Okay, come on, let's go.
Mens rea?
Put the cuffs on him.
How could we have gotten mens rea? We take blood? Can you do it without taking blood? We both use condoms. How is this possible? I want to see a doctor. Can I have an independent blood test?
Money!
I feel sick.
What are you doing?
Mens rea!
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Cuddy say can't hang.
Oh, stewardess, I speak jive.
Oh, good.
He said that he's in great pain and he wants to know if you can help him.
All right, would you tell him to just relax and I'll be back as soon as I can with some medicine?
Just hang loose, blood. She's gonna catch up on the rebound on the med side.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Hi, it's me, Legal Vices. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whoever you're doing it with, however good it feels, however many times you plan on doing it, I'm glad you're doing it here, right here on my channel. I am, as I said, Legal Vices, and this is the channel Legal Vices, and today we are doing day 16 of the YNW Melly trial. This is the end, my friend. The defense is going to start their case in chief first thing this morning. He said that they have one witness and possibly two. And the state has said they may have one rebuttal witness if necessary. So they plan on finishing up this morning. And then they'll probably do some motions and some jury instruction arguments in the afternoon. And then they'll start with closing arguments tomorrow. But they very well could start with closing arguments today. Probably not. That'll probably be tomorrow. So anyway, let's do this together. We've watched the entire trial thus far, and we're coming to the end, which is great because it should be done. There should be a verdict one way or the other this week, which means we are going to be able to do Taylor's business without leaving this unfinished case. This case will be finished, so Taylor's business starts on Monday, and depending how things are going, what I want to do is Thursday and Friday of this week, I want to do a run-up to the Taylor's business trial on Monday. So let's see how that plan goes. Other than that, there's not a lot to talk about. We're just kind of waiting to see, waiting for the court to go. Nothing going on in the court. Just kind of sitting here waiting for people to come in. Law and crime is doing their thing. The poll, I don't have the poll set up yet. We'll set up the poll as soon as somebody joins me or the trial starts so that I can focus on another thing other than entertaining all of you. And speaking of entertaining all of you, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button because that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to entertain you. And let's bring up just so you can see what's going on here, let's bring up the Law and Crime feed here so we can all witness it together. And let's see. This is the one we need. I have a random window open that I don't know why I have open. All right. There we go. Then we can see when they get into court at some point. Make the window smaller here on my computer so I can see what's going on. All right. So how can they only have one or two defense witnesses they can't find anymore? You don't need anymore. The defense doesn't have to put on any case, as we know. It depends what they want to show. They think that one is enough, possibly two will be necessary. So we'll have to see who the witness is and what they plan on testifying. But before we do get going again, please hit that like and subscribe button. I don't know how many people we have watching this here right now because I haven't brought up my YouTube studio yet, but I'm doing that right now. So I'll be able to comment here in just a quick second as we do this live. All right. Okay. We currently have 269 people here waiting for this trial to start. For today's today's session of the trial to start. 115 likes, so about half of you have done your job. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, please. We were, last time I checked, at the 53,900 mark, plus or minus one. So let's get up to 54,000. That's the goal. Not today, but let's keep moving in the right direction. We only need 101 to get there, I think. So anyway, please hit the like button. It helps. The faster we get to 600 likes, the faster YouTube puts us in their little, hey, look at you. you're doing something. People are interested in it. We'll set up a poll, like and subscribe. We'll talk about it in another hour. So again, I'll do the other riff. But as you know, the main part of the day, we need to start off with the cocktail of the day. So we always do that. Someone was mentioning, oh yeah, what drink are you making today? That whiskey sour was great. Danny Connolly, you made the whiskey sour? Yes, I love whiskey sour. Jeez. Oh, scared me there. Wow. All right. This is how it's gonna be. We have Shani, aka Lincoln Kane. Lincoln Kane is now, if you know Lincoln Kane and you know the saga of his nuking from YouTube, he's rising. He's a phoenix. He's rising from the ashes. He's going to be doing new things over on Twitch and on maybe on Rumble, but he's also rising like a phoenix from the ashes on YouTube with his partner Shani's channel. So everybody needs to go over and mods, if you can find Shani's link, please do that. Please drop the link, or you better yet, we can add him as a moderator and this. Boom. All right. So Lincoln Kane dropping the heat right from the beginning with the 100 Aussie bucks. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate it. Cheers. I will have to go get something to drink. We're just settling into the cocktail of the day right now. So let's get through the cocktail of the day, and then we'll reappreciate your super chat, and we'll get to the other super chats as well. Let's see. Today is a very, very simple cocktail that is one of, if not the most classic of all cocktails. You just have to drink the meltwater. Okay, today's cocktail is the classic martini. For martini, you always want to use gin. Don't use vodka. That's wrong. It should just be gin. Gin martini is the martini. And unlike other cocktails, when you make a gin martini, you want to use the best gin you have. And the Botanist gin from Bruichladdich Distillery in Islay is that is my favorite gin. So this is what we're going to use. We're going to do 60 centiliters or 2 ounces of this. Wait a minute. Let me get rid of this. This is annoying. We have to start over again. My clip person would not like that screen being there, would they? So sorry, everybody. You're going to hear that whole speech again. Today's cocktail is the classic martini, perhaps the most classic of all cocktails. You need gin. Always use gin in a martini. Don't use vodka. It's just wrong. And when you make a vodka martini, just call it something else. When you make a gin martini, make sure you use the best gin you have. The Botanist from Bruichladdich Distillery in Scotland is my favorite gin of all. So we're going to use that. You want 2 ounces or 60 CLs of your gin. And of course, I double it. Drop your gin in an ice-filled shaker. After you add that, the next thing you want to do is you want to add some dry vermouth. Rather than vermouth, I prefer using Lillet Blanc, which is amazing. You want to put in 1/3 of an ounce or 1 CL of this. Drop that in. And then give it a nice little stir. Do not shake a martini. Martinis should be stirred gently. If you shake it, you will bruise the gin. You'll bruise whatever alcohol you're using. Shame on James Bond for starting that whole vodka martini shaken and not stirred. You literally can't make a martini more incorrectly than that. Always, always, always gently stir your martini. Pour it into your cocktail glass, and then add the crowning achievement, 3 olives. A 3 olive martini is the best martini. That is good. All right, that's the cocktail of the day, the classic martini. Right, I'm gonna keep my stuff here so I can make another one later. That's how good that is. All right, but now we can bring this back up again. So thank you again, Lincoln Kane / Shani, for the amazingly generous gift. We'll do a shot for you here in a little bit. Thank you so much for that. Marv White, good morning. By the way, I'm old enough to also be fluent in Jive Talk. And thank you so much for that. And Brian Miller, I'll get the Doggo Cam fund going. We're already like, what is that? $15 away from Doggo Cam. So, you know, ish. Yeah, that won't take too long to get us there. All right, going here. People simping for Shani in the chat. Don't do that. Never simp. Always appreciate. Never simp. All right, scrolling down here. Wow, we got a lot of chats here. First time I tried gin and tonic, I thought I was licking a pine tree. See, that's one good thing. That's a big complaint people have about gin is the juniper. You have to have juniper in it for it to be gin. But there's a lot of gins that are very, very juniper forward. Like Bombay Sapphire for one. A lot of these things do taste like you're licking a pine tree. The botanist does not have a very juniper forward taste. This is actually just a good sipping vodka. Shame on me, sipping gin. So that's a good thing. Let's see whether we are back here in court now. So let's do it. Let's bring up the oldie judge. What's he talking about?
That's still on track for that.
I believe so.
And the state,
I don't know how long crossing.
Understood.
Yes, sir.
And the state indicates they may have one rebuttal.
That's not the right one.
All right. So, and everybody will be ready this morning. So, how are we handling Wednesday? What was the verdict with Judge Fine?
We're going to accommodate defense's other scheduling conflicts. They're pushing us back to the last week of August and then into September. So I indicated there may be a conflict with this case for the second phase, but he was hoping that he could finish the third and second phase there.
So let me ask you this. So going forward tomorrow, what's the time frame of your requirement?
God, dude, whoever is fucking with the mic, stop it.
So when we talked yesterday, he was off the record informal about what was going on with the schedule. My understanding was both sides wanted to have it where the new closings all one day, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, so then if we're not in session Wednesday, all right, we just won't be in session on Wednesday, and we'll come back to all the closings Thursday, and that's enough time to get both sides done, correct?
Yes, sir.
And then, so Tom, that's why Tom's here, he just wanted to verify the schedule, so he has to get the jurors for sequestration on, prepare for that Thursday night.
Okay.
All right?
The court is going to, before you let them go today, advise them that Thursday.
I'm gonna let them know what the schedule is, but Gary goes over and Tom maybe as well, we'll meet with the jury, just tell them what to bring, and
There's one issue we need to discuss before we start. The state introduced a video of our client, a portion of the video of our client that we did the afternoon of October 26th. I don't know what exhibit number. No, it was 4 days. 4 days before, I'm sorry. I don't know the exhibit number. They played just a portion of it. The court said to get rid of portions with the guns, in fact. And they played a portion of it. We, in fact, gave the, since it's in evidence, we gave a copy of the edited total video, excluding the guns pursuant to the orders of the court, and would like to play that entire video from start to finish with the edited portions dealing with the guns out. And I know the state has reviewed that to confirm that the guns were edited out.
So it's clear, the state is objecting to the full rest of it coming in. It's just basically a promotional video for the defendant's mother and grandmother. There's statements by them that are in there that would not be admissible. All the statements of the defendant are self-serving and intended to elicit sympathy as to his upbringing or anything of that nature. And he admits to committing an arson of a forest in it. They left that in. So, Your Honor, it's completely self-serving. And for the purposes of sympathy, there's nothing on the issues in this case. It was introduced to limited portions of the state to show that the defendant had put out a statement and claimed he was a victim of a drive-by and placing himself based on that documentary, which was released in December of 2018, that he was a victim of a drive-by shooting.
Is that correct, Mr. Edson?
Mr. Howard will be able to.
Sure. Is that correct?
As to what the state's purpose for putting it in was?
No, as to what's contained in the rest of the video.
Oh, well, it's a documentary. Now, if there is a portion concerning arson of forests, we would take that out as well, because we wouldn't want that in there. I didn't notice that to exist. But essentially, it's a documentary that the state introduced in order to demonstrate that Mr. Demons claimed it was a drive-by. It was a promotional documentary that was put out by his label, not by him. So it shouldn't have been introduced for that purpose, because it's misleading as to attributing the statement at the end of the documentary to Mr. Demons. But beyond that, we think for sake of completeness, what the state did was edited portions that they wanted to put in, and we're asking to put the rest in, absent any improperly prejudicial portions. And we'll take a look at it again.
Wow, lightning just hit the hill right next to my house.
I missed that entirely, but we would be taking that out as well.
Hopefully we'll still be here for a while.
I think the total.
If I'm not, it's all yours.
Was a 12-minute documentary.
Well, the fate will go down with you, so.
Put in about 2.5 minutes of it, and with the edited portions, it's probably around 8 minutes or so.
Well, this, you have it here so they can play it.
It's here. And they have played it. They've seen it.
All right, so why don't you play it for me?
Sure.
All right. So there was a video that the prosecution wanted to put in. It had some guns and other things in it that they agreed to take out. Now he wants to do something else to it. Hi, Aussie Overlord Hayden. Welcome.
Hey, Jeff.
We're glad to have you here.
Cheers.
But yeah, we would certainly be removing any arson admissions that we.
There's no lightning in South Korea. What?
I am your favorite. I don't care who the fuck you like. I'm your favorite singer. I don't care who it is. I watch every video they did, every mistake they did, every good thing they did, every sound they made. I know
We're still trying to figure out who this girl is.
You understand?
That's Melly, isn't it?
It is. I'm being specific. Melly.
Hey, Andrew.
Calm the people.
Release the homes.
I ain't able friend. And I ain't
Oh, wait a minute.
one of their ass yet. I fuck this shit in my own world. Small things, well, to them, guess what? To be successful is just a job, a house in probably Euro somewhere, or somewhere, like an out-of-town house. And just like a little 9 to 5, you do everything like the same shit every day, Monday through Sunday. Do the same repeat shit every day out the week. Every day out the week now. You know what I'm saying? Nothing new. You might go do something new, but it's really regular. Like you might go to somewhere like Orlando and people in Gifton, that's like a big trip, you know what I'm saying? So like be like this, it's crazy. You know, you gonna know it's crazy because they'll never think God be it. We all be it. You know? You got some haters just mad at the success, but now they see it, they just hate it, but they love it at the same time. So it's like both.
I honest to God don't know how much longer I'm going to be here. This hill literally across the street from my window is just getting blasted. I don't know if you can hear that thunder. Damn.
They're gonna get job. And Wendy's. You job
holy
Wendy's,
cow.
ain't got nothing to think about that job at Wendy's for 2 years. You know, they fired you. You think about, I could have went to college, could deal. Yeah. Could have. You Wendy's baby now. You ready to put some patties. Even when you got quiet, you still ready. Your horn still ready to put some patties. Now you gotta go to Burger King and get Wendy's mad. you know, I know who to trust, you know what I'm saying? It's just all crazy now. Florida's a very envious state. She ain't too in your office, like, amazing.
Why are we watching this?
No clue.
Sorry, Judge, it's not quite 8 minutes. Well, it's a little bit more.
I was 14 when I got pregnant.
Who funded this documentary?
Nobody.
He was born, and then he lived in these apartments called Briar.
Literally nobody funded
for a
it.
little while. Then we moved in the low end of Gifford, which is like real poor. But that's what she could afford at the time. She was trying to raise me, and then I had a baby. We were trying to raise that baby, and then I started working at Dunkin' Donuts. I was terrified. Like, I was really responsible for myself, and now I'm like responsible for a whole person and trying.
That's Mama Melly.
You know, mess them up. Gifford, it can make you or break you. There's really nothing to do. So either you gotta put your head on straight and focus on your education and find something you love, or you're gonna end up in the streets. Those are your options. Everybody's always
Our little
trying to
Chandler
get out
bringing in
there.
6 million views on one tweet.
42-41, so 34. Same lights here there. You know, I need to be catching lizards and shit. Having water balloon fights. We really just grew up around this shit like animals and shit here, bro. Everybody got the same mindset, you know what I'm saying?
Can you hear the thunder?
Get pregnant early, ask these kids, live off food, ain't doing shit they like, they accept it, they ain't never look further to go. Ain't nobody make it out of here, they dream, they stopped them in high school. Me and our money, we got the same thing going on. Being so small and not that many people having like that much space, I think God just sees it. Like, you gotta help, you know what I'm saying? You gotta help people up. Yeah, get my day on right. Every morning, all right, it was a radio.
Did not think I'd be the one to drop out.
Every morning, I put the motherfucking radio on, and I got one CD.
Oh no, Murdoch was much worse. But thank you so much. And I think you're cool too.
I still hear that one day. Yeah, right there. It was just like, my mama just moved on orange with today. I was like, shit, my mama just moved yesterday. But so we just went down here, came out here. It was traditional music, like, it took ground on every day, you know, thugging. Me and his dad, we just motherfucking like, we got the same brain, like, we ended up, we got bored one day and we could set all the woods behind y'all in this fire. And we was gonna fight. You gotta ask for up though. The fire truck came. I'm gonna be both eyes. This one I really like first had like a good thought of because I was going to St. Peter's, like we went to a school across the street from the neighborhood. And I was sad because I was like, I had to go there by myself, and it was really like a little church school, like academy school, boot camp type of class.
Is anyone getting anything out of this at all? I haven't understood a single fucking word.
I'd like to ask for
every day now I want to be here just because he's
captions, but I don't think I
was in the 4th grade.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I remember this shit.
All of my people of color in the stream said that they don't speak this particular brand of street lingo.
But I used to have to go there to school.
They'll translate for other things, but apparently this is outside of their pay grade.
With a whole bunch of toys and shit.
That's fair.
And I seen a toy gun. I went to the plane with that bitch.
I mean, YouTube captions is struggling as it is.
And Mrs. Smith, you know what I'm talking about? Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt.
Yes, you are Brad Pitt, Melly.
That little warehouse, everything was fucked
Do you mean they're remaking that
now? He was hiding behind the shit. That bitch almost hit him. Right there, like I tried to do that shit, but I rolled with it.
Why would they remake that movie?
I hit my head under the couch.
Because apparently it wasn't diverse and woke enough.
I stayed there for a little bit.
Oh.
And I started waitressing at Chili's. He would sit right there in the little corner.
It'll be Mr. and Mr. Smith.
Coloring his little coloring book. And half the time, he didn't even know he was at work with me. He was so good. And if you played music or anything like that, oh, he was down to dance. He was ready to dance and perform always raised it before.
Yeah, I want to be Michael Jackson.
And the great thing is, people, if the judge allows it, we have to sit through this entire thing again in front of the jury.
It's like a 4th grade graduation, but he was only in kindergarten, and they had him sing the lead role for Lion King in kindergarten.
So I just got a very suspicious email from Google telling me that there are suspicious viruses on my computer. I don't think Google sent it.
More than that.
Wait, what? No!
Oh, no way! Hang on.
Well, shit.
I'm willing to stream unavailable for policy violations. Oh,
Yep.
crap.
La 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 la. Let's just bring the window here. Let's just get rid of that.
Can't do a thing.
Dude, the lightning here is crazy. It's just like blasting the bridge, the hill next to me, and the condos next to ours. You couldn't hear any of the thunder, right?
No, we heard some of it, and people
Okay.
in chat certainly heard some of it.
No, it was just like crack. I mean, it's literally like 30 meters across the street to this hill that's just getting pounded. Pounded like a cheap hooker who's been sucked in the gut by a fat guy with sores on his face.
Wait, why did we get struck as opposed to Law and Crime get struck if that was for the bloody Mr. and Mrs. Smith clips?
I don't know. Because they're special. I don't fucking know. But how about Chandler getting 6 million views on a tweet?
Doesn't hurt when you got Elon Musk himself responding to it and commenting.
Multiple times.
Uh-huh.
Damn. No, Law and Crime is not being. La 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 la. This seems to be going on quite long.
It is a little bit long.
If you plan to continue,
Oh crap! Am I dropping out again too? No.
Nope,
Okay.
you're still here. Wow. Hey, there we go. Well, I think so. Anyway, are we all here yet? Did we all come back? Your stream is no longer being blocked due to copyright issues. Yay! Hey, copyright people, go fuck yourselves. How about that, huh? Hey, everybody, what's up? We missed you. Let's reorganize ourselves here somehow. What the hell is going on? Whoa, that's not what we wanted to do. There we go. Readjust. Well, this stupid documentary is playing on in the background. As soon as that's done, we'll bring it back up. Apparently, YouTube does not like us showing this documentary, which I think is hilarious because it's shit. And why does it? Well, Hayden and I were talking. Hayden just left us. Hayden's having computer issues. Hopefully, he'll be back. This is a great night. Lightning on the mountain. Hayden's got his computer problems, so hopefully he'll be back. But why does Law and Crime get to do this? Why don't they get struck? Why is it just us? This is literally their stream. How are we being struck if they're not? That's just damn unfair. Yes, we know. We know. But there's always hoping. There's always hoping. You know. Oh no! These dogs do not move for anything. All right, so yeah, copyright cuck strikes again. Well, this wasn't Lon Cuck. This was whoever the owner of this shitty documentary is. I can't skip it. This is live. This is live, B. Jefferson. We can't skip live. I wish we could skip live. I'm sorry. We can't go into the future. Whatever. Yeah, copyright cut. Well, while we're doing this, let's read all the super chats we've got here. Unhung Hero said, release the hounds, which we did. And Vodka Blood said, hey, Vices, hey, vodka. I agree, vodka is great, just not in a martini. Speaking of martinis, it's Aussie Overlord. I don't know what that means, but hi. Welcome back. Hey. So we've got Thor and the other lightning gods having a field day across the street from my house, getting cucked by a shitty video on YouTube, and you have computer issues. This is a great night. We're awesome.
Oh, yeah. It's fantastic.
But hey, we're going to make the best of it because we're fun. And JA with the $20 super chat is saying, hi, LV Chandler made the news. The Blaze, quote, friends are far better than therapy. Elon Musk responds to a woman who says she's dumping her feminist therapist. Good opportunity to elevate Zachariah Anderson case if she gets asked to interview. Yeah. But it's also a good time for her to elevate herself, Can't be Zach 24/7, especially when you're trying to grow yourself. Because they want to talk about her, but hey, if she gets the opportunity and wants to, she can drop a hint. But it's probably pretty freaky to have 6 million views on one tweet. Marv White, welcome back. Thank you, Marv White. Glad to have you here. I wonder if we did this. Should we try? No, it wouldn't do any. Wouldn't be. Should we try to do this without the sound and just the video? We'd get literally as much out of it. But no. And Unhung Hero, copyright cuck strike again. And Nicholas Darov's Trial Watch. What Thor does is not my fault. That is true. We wouldn't blame you. Apparently his mom or grandma has worked at Walmart for 5 years and has a plaque to prove it.
I think it might have been his grandfather, because it was Keith.
Could have been somebody. Now, we had a couple of other comments. So why not do a Vesper, lol? I think we did a Vesper as one of our very first cocktails. If not, I drank a Vesper really close to starting the cocktail day. I should go back and check my list. If we haven't done a Vesper, perhaps we'll do a Vesper tomorrow. I love me a good Vesper, which the first Vesper I ever had is when I came into contact with the Lille Blanc, and I use that pretty much exclusively in place of a dry vermouth. Otto says you can't bruise gin. And Therese Ferry asks, how do you bruise gin? You can't. Some people say it's a myth. I say it's a belief. When you shake the hell out of it, it tastes more bland. It gets watered down more quickly, and you lose some of the delicate flavors from it. So don't shake a martini. If it involves fruit, like a citrus or something like that, then you shake it. If it's just spirits, don't shake, stir. So that's yeah. Vodka martini, shaken, not stirred. Yeah, it's pretty much considered that Ian Fleming was taking the piss when he wrote those lines. Just to show that Bond wasn't as debonair as he portrayed himself or thought he was. But that's lore. Whether it's correct lore or not, I don't know. Still waiting for this damn thing to end. So I guess we can take a little bit of time. No, it wasn't the clips of Mr. and Mrs. Smith were way too short to trigger that. This is just the documentary itself because it's an official documentary. We should take a little bit of time here and I guess talk about the case. Oh, greetings all, says Wolfram. Oh, it's an Aussie koala bear sighting. You can tell an Aussie didn't write that, can't you? Mm-hmm. Hayden always jumps my shit when I say koala bear. He's educated me, but I refuse to learn. I'm thick.
What did you miss, Thanks Kitten? Absolutely nothing. It is a documentary about Melly that somehow got us yeeted for a good 5 minutes.
Yeah, so we're just sitting here waiting for the video to come back. Waiting for them to stop showing the documentary. So let's catch up to where we were. The prosecution rested yesterday. The last witness being the lead detective, who started out pretty shakily and then just ended a powerhouse. And the cross-examination by the defense yesterday was absurdly weak. How much of that did you catch, Hayden?
Right up until about the end of it, where I thought that the defense was working for the prosecution.
I mean, he did a good thing by going through and going, okay, did you investigate this? All right, hang on. Sorry, ADHD got the better of me. Vice is doing Irish car bomb. I will never, ever, ever do an Irish car bomb on principle alone. That's not a thing. Highly recommend that as an American, you do not go to Ireland and order an Irish car bomb. Not taken very well over there. Something not funny about blowing up people and children and making a cocktail out of it. They don't find really funny. So yeah. Just out of principle, I do not make, drink, or otherwise engage in Irish car bomb cocktails.
Okay, can I just point out, whoever the hell made this documentary is a moron. Who puts white lettering over a white background like that?
A moron. I think we might be
at least we're at the very end of it. That's good.
Oh, good. They're rolling credits on it now, so.
Yeah, again, white credits over a white background. Bravo! Brilliant cinematography there. Just one more reason not to watch that shit.
Whew, all right, let's get back at it. All right, bring up the video, boom, and unmute it.
Mr. Demons decided to kill two of his best friends for some promotion in a gang. There has been not a scintilla of evidence to suggest that.
The scintilla.
It's mere speculative extrapolation from evidence that doesn't even provide the necessary foundation for such conclusions to be drawn. This
Your Honor, for the love of God, please don't admit that entire video.
The nature of Mr. Demons' relationship with the decedents 4 days prior to these to their death. And so we believe it's also relevant to counteract the government's notion, the state's notion that there was some hostility between them. This is a more accurate representation. This is reality. And it actually shows the affection between...
No, Pastor Flash, they're arguing over bringing the entire video in to show to the jury. So we may still have to sit for another 18 minutes of it.
In this video.
Of us talking anyway.
Counting.
It should come in.
Yeah,
Also,
plethora is much larger than a scintilla.
It's something that was produced by somebody other than him. And to the extent that the state is introducing it to try and suggest that he claimed that it was a drive-by shooting, if the rest of the video doesn't come in for context and completeness, that which the state has admitted for an improper purpose and a misleading purpose should be stricken.
A Godzilla of evidence. That works.
Stand on a previous argument that it's for the purposes of self-serving, has no bearing on what this case is about, all the statements of the mother, the grandmother, and all of those issues.
Thank you. Hold on.
Yes, sir.
I sustain the objection. All right, so you can have the whole thing marked up.
Yes, we'll mark it.
Thank you. So, you have your witness here?
We do, the court ruled on the judgment of acquittal.
It's not ruling out.
Okay.
All right. We'll bring the jury in.
You want me to go get the witness?
That'd be great. Thank you.
They have a cider named after Strongbow who did far worse things. You know, and he also lived what Richard declared lived 1,200 years ago.
Nothing's ever too soon, anyway.
Lisa Franceschi, new member. Thank you so much for joining the Clean and Sober crew. Love to have you here. Congrats and welcome. Who is it?
Jury entering.
Jury entering who? Damn it. One of these days, they'll answer me. Or someone should do. Never mind. Don't do that. You get kicked out of court. All right. Here comes the jury. The defense is getting ready to start their case. Whoa, what the shit was that? Whoa. Looks like like Law and Cuck just nuked themselves. Oh, this is a great day.
Okay, hang on.
I've got problems. You've got problems. The Cuck people have problems, and Law and Crime just nuked themselves. All right. Gonna be one of those days, is it?
Apparently, yeah, because they're well and truly gone. I don't think Court TV
says they're
streaming,
back.
are they?
What? No, wait, what? The fuck? Okay, they've redone their stream. All right, let's see here. Right.
Please have a seat.
Ha Ron Cuck. See if they have any explanation for their behavior.
Davis, that microphone in front of you will adjust up or down, but does not move back and forth. Okay, you ready to go? Yeah. Counsel, you may proceed. Good morning.
What happened? Did the judge deny them? A good question. I hope he did. I didn't hear.
Convicted of a crime?
Objection, Your Honor, involving bolstering.
Thank you. I need to know an answer. Come side order.
Oh, Lord. Well, let's go back and figure out what this guy's name is, first of all.
Please are witness stand. When you get there, just remain standing for a bit. Raise your right hand. Be sworn.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm?
Yes, Therese, this is still better than the murder trial. If only because it's entertaining.
You spell your first and last name.
I didn't even hear what he said. Adrian someday or other.
Davis, that microphone in front of you will adjust up or down, but does not move back and forth. Okay, you ready to go? Yeah. Counsel, you may proceed. Good morning.
How old are you? 24. Have you ever been convicted of a crime?
Objection, Your Honor, involving bolstering.
You see him in the courtroom today? Yes.
All right, this is the defense's case here, so let's hear what he has to say. Some dude named Adrian.
Do you know someone by the name of Trevon Glass? Yes.
Okay, Glass
You know
was the guy that testified. That was in the other vehicle.
You know someone by the name of Kobe Mills? Yes. And do you know his name? Kobe. And how about you know someone by the name of Dontavius Withers? Yes. And you know his name? Tate. Let's start off with the first individual I named, Anthony Williams, also known as Seth. How did you meet him? 9th, 10th grade school. How about Christopher Thomas? How did you meet him? During school. Portland or Cortland Henry? Met him in elementary. How about Mel? 6th grade.
No, Gareth, I don't remember that. I was 10 years old at the time. I was not paying attention to the news.
And his nickname
He's been Melly's friend since 6th grade. Okay, yeah, he's been Melly's friend since 6th grade.
Jacoby Melly.
Since elementary.
Okay. And finally, Octavius Withers.
Down here, for a lot of the.
Okay. So you went to school with Williams, Thomas, Henry, Melly, Glass, and Mills. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Everybody's talking. I'm moving. At any time during school, did any of you have any problems with each other?
No, not at all.
Would you label yourself good friends, associates, close friends, or what?
Good friends, close friends, best friends.
Now,
why can't we be friends? Why can't
did Melly
we
also
be friends?
have another name besides Melly and Jamel?
Yeah. What's up? We only call them that, those crazy legs.
Crazy Legs.
Yeah.
And why was he called Crazy Legs?
Because he liked to dance.
And that's why he got that nickname.
Yeah.
Was Melly a big kid, normal size kid when you guys were in school?
Small.
Did there come a time that Melly, and when I'm referring to Melly, I'm referring to this young man, Jamel.
Yes.
Did there come a time that Melly got involved in the music industry?
Yes.
Specifically rap music?
Yeah, back then.
Now, you grew up where?
Vero Beach.
And you still live up in that area?
No, sir.
Where do you live?
West Point.
And by the way, what do you do for a living?
My granddad owns properties, rental properties and stuff, real estate. So we just cut grass, paint, whatever we need to do, keep the properties up.
I want to draw your attention to the year of 2018. Did there come a time that you came down to Broward County, Miramar, Florida?
Yes.
About when was that?
I don't remember exactly, but I want to say probably like September, July, something.
And where did you stay?
At Jamel's house.
Who else was living at Jamel's house when you came down in August or September of 2018?
Me, Jacoby, Melly, Sack, Juvie.
Juvie was Christopher Thomas.
Yes, Tay and Cortland.
And was Melly in the rap music business at that time?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah.
Did you all get along together?
Yes.
Were there ever any arguments, fights amongst you guys?
No.
Just love, lots of cuddles.
And is that where you met Dontavius Withers?
Yes.
And does he have a nickname?
Tay.
Who was paying the bills at the house?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure Melly was.
Let's go to the day of October 25th, and so you have an idea where I am. This incident that we're here on occurred in the early morning hours of October 26th. Okay? And I'm referring to the shootings of Anthony Williams and Christopher Thomas. On October 25th, the morning of, and during the day, what were you doing?
Just chilling at the house, hanging, smoking and drinking.
Who were you smoking and drinking with?
Jacoby, Tay, everybody who usually be at the house.
Everybody who usually drinks and
William?
smokes with me.
Yeah.
Thomas,
Yes.
Portland Henry,
Yes.
Trevon Glass,
Yes.
He better be going somewhere with this.
Octavius Withers.
Yes.
And were there plans to go to a recording studio that evening?
Yes.
Did you in fact go to the recording studio?
Yes.
And that was after you all were, for lack of a better term, smoking dope, weed,
Yeah.
correct? And having a few drinks?
Yeah.
What was the drink of choice, out of curiosity?
Hennessy.
Hennessy.
Yeah.
Of course it was. What else
Who
would
all
it be?
went to the
Duh.
studio?
What did,
Me,
what
Jacoby,
did he think it would be?
Melly, Sack, Julie, Cortland, Trayvon, and Tay.
Do you all go in the same car?
No.
Going to the studio, approximately what time did you get there?
I don't remember.
Was it during the day or at night?
At night.
Did you go in the same car or were there two cars?
We took 2 cars.
What type of cars were they?
A Jeep and a Mitsubishi.
What color was the Mitsubishi?
Red.
Will you tell this jury who got into the red Mitsubishi to go to the studio?
Me, Jacoby, Tay, and Fetty, Trayvon.
And who got into the Jeep to go to the studio?
Melly, Sack, Julie, and Boyd.
Who drove? Do you know who drove the Mitsubishi to the studio?
Tay.
That would be Octavius Withers.
Yeah.
Do you know who drove the Jeep to the studio?
I think Boyd did.
Okay, that would be
Cortland, yeah.
And what was the purpose of going to the studio?
To make music.
Did anyone fall asleep at the studio?
Yes.
Who?
We all did.
That was from the day of smoking weed and having a few drinks.
Yeah.
Did any arguments occur between any of you at the studio?
Not at all.
Did there come a time that you all left the studio?
Yes.
Did you leave the studio earlier than what was scheduled?
Yeah, I believe so. So we were all in their sleep.
Will you tell the jury who got into the red Mitsubishi?
Me, Jacoby, Trayvon, and Tate, Octavius.
You know who got into the Jeep?
Cortland, Jamel, Sack, and Julie.
Where were you going? Did anyone fall asleep in your car?
Yeah, we about all did except for the driver.
Did there come a time that you were woken up before you got to the house?
Yes.
What happened?
We pulled over, and that's when Melly got in the car with us.
Do you know where you pulled over?
I don't really remember.
Were you woken up?
Yeah, but
Why?
it's like, because I was getting pushed over a little bit.
And are you 100% sure that this young man got into the red Mitsubishi?
Yes.
What happened to the Jeep?
I think they just kept going.
Where'd you go?
Hello?
Did he have to unlock the door?
Hello?
You know
Is this
who
thing
had,
on? Hello?
has the keys to Melly's house on October 26th in the early morning hours?
Jamel and Borton. They the only one who had keys to the house.
Did you have a key to the house?
No,
Did Williams have a key to the house?
no,
Did Christopher Thomas have a key to the house?
no,
Did Trevon Glass have a key to the house?
no,
Did Jacoby Mills have a key to the house?
no,
And how about Dontavius Williams? Did he have a key?
no.
Okay, so the only two people you know who had a key to the house was this young man
Yes,
and Cortland Henry.
yes,
Did you see this young man unlock the door of the house?
yes.
Who was the last person to get out of the red Mitsubishi to go inside the house?
Trayvon, he was in the hospital asleep.
What?
He was in the car asleep when you got to his house?
Yeah,
Did you see where Melly went?
to his room.
And where was his bedroom?
When you first walked in the house, can't miss it. It's right down the left.
Okay. This is a 1 or 2 story house.
2.
Where did you go? Where did Dontavius Withers go? Where? I'll bring it up.
Thank you.
Do you know where Dontavius Withers went?
To his room upstairs.
Do you know where Trevon Glass went?
To the room upstairs.
Do you know where Jacoby Mills went?
He slept on me.
So the 3 of you, the 4 of you went upstairs, correct? And this young man went into his bedroom.
Yes.
How many people went upstairs to go to sleep?
Well, shake and bake, there is that.
And you?
Yeah.
That would be
Technicalities.
Me, Jacoby, Melly. Well, no, Melly was downstairs in his room. Me, Jacoby, Fetty, and Tay. So 4 of us.
okay. And Melly went to his bedroom.
Yes.
Did there come a time in the early morning hours that you were woken up and heard some distressing news?
Yes.
What did you hear?
That second Julie was shot.
When you heard that, did you see Melly in the house?
Yes.
Did you see Melly how he was dressed in the house?
Yes.
What was he wearing?
Shorts and t-shirt, I think.
This guy, he's not striking me as credible.
No, he's
He hasn't
really not. I mean,
Upon
when your only
hearing that,
when your only defense
that's
witness is
actually-
someone that's admitted to being high on the day
Dude.
and falling asleep in the
I
car,
really should use the correct names. Anthony Williams,
not really helping.
Christopher Thomas.
Well, he's
were
literally
shot.
contradicting
What-
every
what
single
did you
thing
guys
that the prosecution's
Uh,
witness said. Like, they're not even
Which-
agreeing about one thing.
to be fair,
So
if
we
it
just
was
left
witness
with,
versus witness, would be
Fredo's
fine.
house.
But there's extra
Yeah.
things that
Did-
show that.
Was anybody
So the 2 witnesses
witnesses
cancel out, and I still
upset
think he did it.
or crying?
Yeah, we all were crying.
Was this young man crying?
Yes.
Are you sure of that?
Positive.
So Melly was being a bitch and crying, huh? Supposed to be tough and pour out one for the dead homies. He was crying like a bitch. Just kidding.
And where'd you
They
go?
cry too.
Fredo's house.
That would be Fredo Bang.
Yeah.
You know Fredo Bang's real name? Frederick Gibbons, by any chance?
Yeah, I think I've seen it.
Yeah.
Did there come a time after you got to the house of Fredo Bang that Cortland Henry showed up?
Yes.
Did Cortland Henry tell you what happened?
Yeah, he said it was a drive-by.
Yeah. Meh. Hearsay.
When
Meh.
Portland Henry arrived at Fredo Bang's house, was Melly there?
Yes.
Fredo, I knew it was you banging all along.
Did you eventually leave that house?
Yes.
Never bang with someone outside the family.
Approximately what time did you leave that house?
I really don't remember.
Where'd you go?
Back to Jamel's house.
Who went with you?
Me, Trayvon, Jacoby, and Fetty.
By the way, when you first
I want to be a rap
learned
star and name myself Freddie Torkery. But anyway.
that Anthony Williams and Christopher Thomas were shot at the house with Melly.
Rando friend guy. That's who this guy is.
Anyone get on the phone?
Supposed alibi who is not doing a very good job.
Did anyone have any problem locating their phone?
Yes.
Who was
Let me
that?
guess. Melly. Oh, surprise.
You, when I backed up for a minute, you were telling the
Back
jury
it on up. Back it on up.
that you went back to Melly's house.
Mm-hmm.
You got into yes or no? She
Oh, yes.
She didn't say it down. How'd you get in?
The door was unlocked.
Were you aware whether or not Melly had a contractual agreement to do a video shoot that day?
Yeah, it was something like that. I know he probably would have lost a lot of money if he didn't go to the music video. He was upset.
Was Melly crying at Frito Bank?
Oh, just wait for the cross-examination.
Yes.
I assume it's going to be fairly aggressive.
But you all grew up together.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying, Hayden? Know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I'd be going in hard.
Now,
Yo.
did you in fact
Lie.
tell this?
You'll get one eventually.
What happened on October 25th and 26th to this particular prosecutor?
Yes.
Were any of us, any of the lawyers present?
Objection, relevance.
Same.
Did you tell the prosecutor when you spoke to the prosecutor, were you under oath?
Yes.
Sworn to tell the truth?
Yes.
Objection, proper bolstering.
Same.
Now, see, the big difference between this witness and the
Are
state's
you 100%
witness, who was actually in the other car,
sure
is that guy didn't want to testify. They had to subpoena
that
him.
Melly
They
got
had to
into
put
the
an
red
ankle
that
monitor
she-
on him to
go
compel his
home?
attendance
Just-
at the
Are
trial.
you 100%
And he still
sure
testified
that this
for
young
the
man
prosecution,
learned
although he is
of
under
the
indictment for
shooting
unrelated crimes.
of these-
This guy
of
just
his
wants to
friends
testify and can't
the
wait to help
exact
out.
same time you learned of it?
Yes.
I think
And
that
that
gives
was
the
at
other
the
guy
house.
credibility.
Yes.
Are you 100% sure that when people were getting on the phone, that this young man was looking for his phone to call people?
Yes.
May I have one moment, please?
Yes.
I am buying it. I don't know why, but I'm not buying it. And again,
I have no further questions.
oh, that's it.
Counsel, is there any cross-examination?
Okay.
You're ready to make proceed?
Yeah. Mr. Davis, you said you're 100% sure that Mr. Dennis found out at the same time you did.
Yes.
No questions about that. You're sure he was at that house.
Yes.
And You were upstairs?
Yes, ma'am.
He was downstairs.
Yes.
But you're sure he was there, you could see.
Mhm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
And you are 100% sure his phone was missing?
Yes.
Where in the statement on May 5th did you ever say that?
Objection.
It was never asked.
Counsel, so I guess the objection is improper impeachment, so rephrase your question.
Oh no, make him say what it is. Don't tell him. Don't help him.
On May 5th, 2022, you remember that?
I think at this point the judge is trying to save time.
And you remember sitting down?
He knows how. He knows where this is
That's
going.
a yes.
Yes.
Your two attorneys were present that you brought. That's a yes.
Yes.
And I asked you questions for quite a number of hours. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay. And do you remember being asked if you had met with anyone else with regards to this case?
Yes.
Okay. And do you remember being asked if you had met prior to speaking with me with the attorney sitting over to my left?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't know who they were, and my lawyers told you that.
Okay.
I didn't know their names.
But you remember meeting with them?
He's going away if he's lucky.
And do you remember
He's going to
asking
heaven
or
if he's
being
not.
asked a
Well,
question
hell,
about
because that's where murderers go.
what you talked about with them?
Yes.
Did you remember what you told them?
No.
Do you remember what you told them now?
Yes.
So are you telling this jury that when you were speaking with me, you forgot?
As in, what I'm telling them now, as of right now, yes.
So on the phone on that, do you remember if Mr. Devins had a passcode on his cell phone back then?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? And in terms of, would you be surprised to find that there was one on that cell phone?
No.
You know passcode?
I don't think so. I don't even remember if we had one. We all use this phone sometimes. We all use each other's phones.
So you would use his cell phone? Why?
Talk to females.
Do you pretend to be him to get women? Because you couldn't get them on your own?
Objection.
Why would you use his phone then?
Let me rule before you ask the next question, all right? It's overruled. Go ahead, answer your question. Go ahead, ask the next question.
So, with regards to your living situation there, you were not paying any rent, right?
Oh, man.
And nobody was paying any rent in that house except for the defendant.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So, do you remember that evening driving to the studio?
Yes.
Do you remember who was in which car?
On the way there, yes.
Do you remember who was on each car on the way back?
Yes.
Okay. Are there any threats that were made to anyone that night?
No, ma'am.
Did anyone have any other conversations or discussions about threats from outside parties?
No, ma'am.
Is anyone worried about their safety?
No, ma'am. But Melly's a rapper. You know, he's always going to be a target.
I'm sorry.
I said he's a rapper, so he's always going to be a target.
Okay. And do you remember stopping on the side of the road?
Yes.
Where did you stop?
I don't remember.
You remember stopping on the side of the road, but you don't remember what. Okay.
I just know
He was high. We got to give him a break.
Yeah.
And do you remember if that was on the highway?
Not at all.
Okay, do you remember if it was on the divided 4-lane road?
No, ma'am.
Do you remember if you guys were using GPS to get home?
No, ma'am.
Okay, do you remember if you knew the route home?
No.
Do you remember what phone number you had back then?
No, ma'am.
You don't remember your phone number?
5 years ago. So.
Do you remember if you were awake or asleep?
Just told you. We were asleep.
You were asleep.
Yeah.
And you said you were intoxicated?
You answer out loud.
Yes.
Do you know why the car stopped?
No.
Do you have any conversations or messages with the defendant?
No, ma'am.
Do you have a phone call with him?
No, ma'am.
When you stopped, was the gray Jeep in front of the red Mitsubishi?
Yeah, I believe so.
Have you ever answered that question differently?
I don't think so.
If I were to show you your statement on May 5th of 2022, would that help
Here
you
it comes.
answering if you ever said something different than what you just testified in court.
Yeah, probably.
What kind of answer? What kind of answer was that? What did he say?
I can't comment.
What did he, it was like a fucking Star Wars thing. What was that?
One line.
Solo.
Okay, so now your answer is I don't remember if the chief was in front or the Mitsubishi was in front.
If you watch the video,
The court reporter's like, what the fuck do I type?
Oh, so you watched the video.
Help me out here.
You showed it to me.
In terms of the trial, you've been watching that online?
No, ma'am.
In terms of when you got home, you mentioned that you said Mr. Demons went to his room.
Yes.
Have you ever answered that question differently?
No.
Uh-oh, I think you may have answered that question differently because she just asked you that question.
May 5th, 2022, remember that statement?
Mm-hmm.
At that point, did you say, I don't know where he went? I assume his room.
I don't know.
You don't. You made your statement, I'll refresh your recollection on that.
Yes.
Okay, page 30.
Oh, no.
Lines 12 and 13, counsel.
Yep. She's typing mumble.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you previously give a different statement that you didn't know where he went and you were assuming he went to his room?
Yeah.
So with regards to
Gotcha, bitch.
the car, you're saying that you got pushed over when somebody got in the car?
Yeah.
Okay. And with regards to being pushed over, did you wake up when that happened?
Like it was flashes. Like yeah, I guess you could say I woke up.
Okay.
Caption something about coyotes.
Climb over you?
I don't remember.
Have you ever made a statement that's different than that?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Okay, again, page 33. Question was asked, did they climb over to get you to the middle, over you to get to the middle of the back seat? Your answer was, I think I was at the window, so no, I think they might have climbed over.
Okay.
So is it your testimony?
I'd call it cherry ripe,
Or you pushed
dark brown with flecks of red mixed through
I
it.
mean,
Or that you don't remember?
yeah, I don't really remember.
You don't really remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in terms of the phone, right? Did you see anyone get into that dirty Jeep?
No.
Need to somehow adjust my.
You remember going
Mike.
to Frito Bank's house?
Yes.
And you remember
For a
seeing
big in video.
the defendant there? Is that a yes?
Yeah, he was there with us.
And you remember leaving there afterwards?
Yes.
And you remember going back to the defendant's house?
Yes.
Okay. And you remember at that point.
Not only the closed caption shrug emotions, the poor court reporter's putting down
You,
shrug emojis.
Trayon, Glass, or Fetty,
Mhm.
and Jacoby Mouse. That's it.
Yes, I believe so.
And you said that you were in and out of sleep and intoxicated.
Yes.
And in terms of the, you remember that Trayon was the last person to get out of the car?
Yeah, I believe so, yes.
Do you believe so, or do you remember?
No, because at least
Yes.
Shaq's intelligible.
And you know.
Sort of does look and kind of sound like him, but
Dennis
yeah.
looking for his phone.
At least you can understand
Right.
fuzzy
Yes.
So
Shaq.
of course he used your phone to call it and try and find it, right?
I don't remember.
You don't remember how he was trying to find his phone?
Just in the house looking for it, just like you would do if you lost yours.
So he didn't, try and do find my iPhone or anything like that. Of course he used yours to do that, right?
I don't remember.
Of course he used something like, an Apple iWatch and set it up.
Objection, there's no testimony that he had
I
it.
don't remember.
Excuse me. One at a time, you ask the question. Objection
Turn
was
off your fucking phone.
overruled.
So of course he did all that. He went on, find my iPhone, and he's looking for it.
I don't know. I don't remember.
You don't remember. Okay. And of course he is using everybody else's phone to try and find it.
I don't know.
You don't remember. Okay. But conveniently the phone's missing that morning.
convenient.
Objection to the form.
Yes.
A little bit argumentative. Oh, don't answer it.
So with regards to
Oh well, too late.
your conversation, you texted back and forth with the defendant prior to this.
No, the
event
universe is
occurring,
demanding I have another martini. I'll be right
and
back.
he had sent you a picture of his driver's license from that phone number.
Yes.
So you knew Mr. Demmons, the defendant Melly, to use that cell phone 772-713-9807.
I don't know what the numbers is.
Doorstep?
You have it saved in your phone, right?
Yeah, but I can't just remember that phone number like that. From that number.
And you.
I didn't catch any of that.
Testimony is that he's looking all over the house.
Yeah.
So in terms of the phone, did you see it again that day?
I don't remember.
Don't. Okay. And in terms of the phone traveling up to the video shoot up in Cocoa, you don't know how the phone would have gotten up there.
I don't know.
And you didn't shoot Mr. Williams,
Hello.
right?
No.
But you know who we're talking about, right?
Chris and Anthony.
Yes. And in terms of the
It's Yoda strawberry butt, so we'll just put it back on Yoda.
you're aware that his phone was broken at that time, right?
I don't know.
For a second, I thought Strawberry was going on to Only Dogs.
In terms of Mr. Demons, you know he was dating Mariah Hamilton.
Yeah.
And you know that
Yoda sleeping with one eye open, holding his pillow tight.
There's no evidence of that.
I don't know.
So you know, and Mr. Demons would.
Excuse me, use the correct name.
Mr. Demons, my apologies. Mr. Demons would FaceTime and video chat frequently.
Yes, that's what you got a phone for.
Mini Shack? No, I like Dollar Store Shack.
And Mr. Davis.
When you order Shack on Wish.com.
Detective Mark Money? You have a good statement?
No, ma'am.
And so the first time that you ever said anything about the phone being missing was today, July 18, 2023.
Yes, I believe so.
Nothing further yet.
Wow.
Really? I was sure they went so much harder on
He
it.
never even talked to you during
He's
this
coming in.
investigation, did he?
No, sir.
And the bottom line is, at the time you learned that Christopher
He's
and
your witness, don't
Anthony
yell
were
at him.
shot, Sack and Juvie were shot, this man was at his house, correct?
Yes, sir.
And did you tell that to the state?
Yes.
And then were they the first ones who contacted you about this case?
Yes.
Thank you.
Is this witness excused?
Yes.
Sir, thank you very much. You may step down. You're excused.
Okay.
Counsel?
We would, at this time,
Ladies and gentlemen, I need a few minutes with the attorneys.
Did you say they were going to arrest? Someone was coughing over the top of that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
No research. All right, just leave me head on the chair. Thank you.
I'm assuming that they said they don't have anything further, because now we got to go through that motion you denied yesterday. Can we do it again, please?
His hair's out of whack. He doesn't look like Dracula anymore. And it's weirding me out.
Oh, sorry, that was a loud piece of ice there.
Thank you. Let the record reflect the jury stepped out, counsel remained, along with the defendant. And I guess, Mr. Demmons, need to talk to you, ask you a few questions, all right? You heard what your attorney said. He said he's resting. No further witnesses. Do you hear that? Yes. All right, now, I don't know what discussion you had with your attorneys. You've got competent lawyers there. I mean, you've seen them perform here. You've discussed things with them, I assume, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you understand that you have a right to testify and you also have a right not to testify. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You understand that if you do testify, I'm going to instruct the jury that they have to consider your testimony as they would any other witness. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And if you don't testify, I'm going to instruct the jury that you have a right not to testify, and they can't consider that, hold that against you. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
So my question, I guess, is did you have enough time to talk about this issue about you testifying or not testifying? Did you have enough time to discuss that with your attorneys?
Yes, sir.
Did they answer all your questions?
Yes, sir.
And what is your decision?
I will not be testifying.
You will not be testifying.
No, sir.
Is anyone forcing you or coercing you to make this decision?
No, sir.
Anybody make any promises or on the contrary, make any threats to get you not to testify?
No, sir.
This is your free and voluntary decision?
Yes, sir.
So let me go further. You heard your attorney said he rests, he's not going to call any other witness. That includes you, but no other witnesses. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Is there any other witnesses that you wanted your attorneys to call and present to the jury?
No, sir.
Any other evidence that you wanted your attorneys to present to this jury?
He knows he's going to jail.
No, sir.
You good? You satisfied with their performance?
Yes, sir.
All right. And
Are you
everything
sure?
that you wanted the jury to hear and listen to is before the jury. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Let me ask, State, are you going to call?
It'd be stupid if he testified.
Mayor.
So the state's going to rest as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
No rebuttal. It's over. It's over, boys and
What
girls.
happened with Mr. Brendan Collins? He's not going to be used, I guess?
No,
The
sir.
defense emailed me last night saying that they were not going to be calling him and he could be excused. I forwarded that email to Mr. Collins.
Thank you. So both sides have rested.
That's correct.
And now the pleasure is we can talk about the jury instructions, but what about the closing argument? We're going to do that on Thursday.
Yes, Your Honor.
So I'll tell the jury that come back Thursday. That's what the parties agreed to, and tell them to pack a bag. And Tom and Gary, you're
Yeah, they're going to sequester the jurors until they give a decision. No going home at the end of the day.
Cars with his parking cars.
Yes, sir.
There's a whole host of things he has to go over with the jury when they come back on Thursday about food and things like. If there's special dietary things that they have to have, so they have a list they go over with. All right. So, yes, sir, you have hand raised. Something to discuss?
Yeah, as a legal matter, Your Honor, we'd like to, at the close of the defense case, renew our motion for judgment of acquittal, and renew all other motions and objections made.
Ain't gonna happen.
But our argument is the same with respect to the judgment of acquittal, that no reasonable jury can find proof beyond a reasonable doubt based upon the evidence that was presented. That it invites
You think so?
To give this case to the jury would invite a verdict based upon speculation.
Thank you. They wish we heard.
Your Honor, at this time, the state would submit that reasonableness could differ. There is plenty of evidence and mountain in front of Your Honor upon which the jury could find and the jury should find the defendant guilty of first-degree murder as to both defendants. If Your Honor wants additional information as to each element on that, but the state would submit that the case speaks for itself.
Thank you. As I said, I'll defer ruling on it. So I'm going to bring the jury in, send them home. All right?
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Bring the jury, please.
All right. While they're doing that, just a couple of quick things. We currently have 716 people here. Damn. 716 people here and 385 likes. Literally half of you haven't done your job. Everybody get down there and hit that like button. Come on. What are you doing? What are you freeloaders? You got to work for this. I ain't doing this for free. I'm doing this for likes. Get down there and smash that like, guys. I would deeply, deeply appreciate that. We'd like give us like 200 more. Let's get up to 600. It would take literally half a second to get up to 600 likes if y'all would just reach down there and smash that like and subscribe button. And while you're at it, after subscribing to me, make sure you have subscribed to Ozzy Overlord, who is an absolute mensch of a human being. run some awesome stuff. What about 5-6 hours from now? 7 hours from now? When are you starting?
I'm actually still employee tomorrow, so I haven't decided whether or not I'm actually going to do a stream tomorrow morning. But I'll certainly be doing something at some point during the day. But
you need to subscribe to Hayden's channel, Aussie Overlord, for wit, wisdom, and fantastically ridiculous stories, judging by the stuff you were telling me earlier.
Seriously, headline people. We couldn't decide on our child's gender, so we let our dog pick.
Yup. Don't miss Aussie for that headline. Subscribe to Aussie Overlord. You will not regret it. So hit that like button again. See, we've up to 440. It took that long to get 40 subscriptions, but it could easily have done 160. 40 likes. I wish it was 40 subscribers. But anyway, please hit that like and subscribe button. Then come over here and take our like and subscribe poll. Right now, we have 8% of you say not guilty. Wow. 23% of you say death. 46% of you say life in prison, and 23% of you say still waiting for the defense case. Well, we just heard that, so time to put up a new poll to see what you think now that you've heard it. Ugh. So yeah, that's that. I don't know what the hell that was, but we had Emmanuel Quinones says, legal vices, why would it be stupid for Melly to testify? That was his only saving grace, to convince the jury himself and show remorse or any emotion at all. Why it's stupid? Because when he gets on the stand, they can bring up every one of those text messages to impeach him. Mm-hmm. All of those text messages where he's fighting with people, arguing with people, saying, I did it, I did that. Bring up all kinds of things that they just don't want to talk about.
Basically just taken as an opportunity to tear him to shreds. Impeach every single conversation, every sentence that comes out of his mouth while he's on the stand, irrespective of whether or not he thinks he did or didn't do it, which is sort of irrelevant at this point.
Oh, sorry. Hang on.
They can just do whatever they want to tear him to shreds in front of the jury. And irrespective of whether or not that's appropriate, irrespective of whether or not he actually did it, it gives them basically a home run opportunity to just tear him to shreds. And it is not appropriate in this circumstance, particularly given how bad the defense case was.
Yeah,
so
exactly. They can bring in all this evidence to impeach him. That gun you were bragging about, the Glock 40 you were bragging about very, very shortly before. What happened to that? Where's that at? And why did you ask your mom to buy a new one again, like 2 days after the murder happened? All those kind of uncomfortable questions. They get to bring up past criminal records, most likely. It's not a wise thing. It would be kind of a bloodbath. Thursday, what's wrong with Wednesday? The prosecutor has a conflict tomorrow. She's got something going on that she can't get out of. And so they're going to postpone it to Thursday. And does California's race-based sentencing pass constitutional muster? I have no idea what you're talking about. How's that for an answer? Didn't know there was a race-based sentencing in California. I know nothing about that. Interesting. Hayden, anything?
That's news to me, but let's face it. Okay. If that's a circumstance in California, it's a possible avenue for appeal. But
it's California too.
Yeah,
it's California. Discovery Channel TV accidentally found an 1879 Lake Superior wreck. Oh, cool. Huh. Doggo cam gets adjusted in real time. It does.
That it does.
As the dogs twitch, I move. Yesterday, the defense had 2 witnesses. Looks like someone got cold feet and backed out of lying on the stand. Well, they said definitely 1, possibly 2. Melly testifying. Did you kill your friends? Shh. Yeah.
And see, the irony of it is for the people that are still saying that he should have testified, they can just twist whatever they want. Like, he could be purely innocent if he gets up there on the stand and they impeach him on certain things and twist whatever his answers come out as. They could make him look even more guilty than he already is.
Right.
So.
And Law and Odor says, can someone help me out? What did the black lawyer say at the end? Something about plausible jury wouldn't do what? Okay, at the the defense sort of basically has a duty. It's just a basic formality at the end of the prosecution's case. The defense, almost without fail, will ask the judge to give a directed verdict, which basically says, based on what the prosecution provided in their case in chief, there's no way a jury would have any reason to convict them based on what the prosecution has presented. And we were talking a little bit about that yesterday, and I said it virtually never happens. It is so rare, it makes unicorns look like an invasive species. Probably in Australia, if they're going to be an invasive species.
Which is why it's interesting that actually asking for that at that point in the trial, and also at the end of the defense case, failing to do so is still regarded as something as almost meeting the definition of deficient counsel or professional misconduct. Given that it's so infrequently granted, it's interesting that it still rises to that sort of level of standard as well.
Well, and the interesting thing is right after I finished saying that asking for the directed verdict right after the prosecution finishes is ridiculously rare and almost never happens, we wrapped up our stream and I sent it over to Nicholas Starov's stream, where about 12 minutes after I sent them over, the judge gave a directed verdict.
That's hilarious. Is Nick still in chat? Which trial was that? I haven't watched. That's
Tully, I think it was, something like that.
Oh,
it was
Tully
basically
case. Okay.
Zachariah Anderson 2.
Ah.
Where the judge basically said,
a case that was appropriately tried.
Yeah, there's no evidence, there's no body, there's no DNA, there's no signs of a struggle, there's no evidence the guy's dead, the girl's dead. Directed verdict. So it is rare, but it happens. And what just happened, Law and Order, is exactly the same thing. It's essentially a repeat of that. After the prosecution gives their case, the defense makes a motion for a directed verdict. The judge denies it. The defense puts on their case, and then they ask for another directed verdict, where that's basically what they say. The same thing. Okay, now you've heard our evidence. Now you know that what they were saying was there is no plausible way, based on the evidence that the prosecution presented, that a reasonable jury could find Melly guilty based on the evidence, which, of course, is ridiculous, and then it gets rejected. The jury's coming back. And they're going to do it again after the verdict. If he's found guilty, the defense will make a motion for a judgment notwithstanding the verdict, which means even though they found him guilty, we think that that was unfair and totally uncalled for, and you should find him not guilty. You should overturn the jury verdict, and the judge will say no.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Because again, that is incredibly rare.
Reflect the presence of defendants, the counsel, the assistant attorneys, and the ladies and gentlemen of the jury. As you've heard, ladies and gentlemen, the state is the defense has rested their case. The state has no additional evidence or witnesses. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And the state is also rested. There's no further evidence in the case. So what I need to do is get the jury instructions done. I need some time to do that with the attorneys, and then they're going to present their closing arguments. There's an issue we had here that I can't be in session on this case tomorrow morning. So my thought is we're going to do closings all in one day on Thursday. All right. So don't discuss the case. Don't form any opinion about the case. Don't allow anyone to discuss the case in your presence. Certainly no research. Now, when you come back on Thursday, Gary's going to discuss with you the sequestration. He'll talk about different things with you, what you need to pack and everything else. But typically on that first night, we're going to, you'll be in a hotel. All right. That's the whole idea of sequestration. We talked about a little bit before Dyer. So Gary's going to talk to you about it. He's going to explain where to park, what issues may come up.
It would be interesting to see how long this is questioned for.
Contact with us and things like that. You know, family members or friends.
Because at this point, there's no real question over guilt. It's whether or not he gets the death penalty, and that may take them ages.
You're going to bring it back with you. All right. So Gary,
this is Florida. It will happen
on that as well.
Right after sentencing.
So just remember the admonition we gave.
They'll go directly into the penalty phase. I mean, after the verdict, we'll go directly into sentencing.
Research, and we'll see you back here Thursday. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. 9 a.m. Thursday.
At least that's what the gauze says. I've come for your soul, Melly. That's what she's saying. Looks like one of the crudes.
All right, let the record reflect the jury stepped out, counsel remain no longer defendant. Anybody need a restroom?
Yes, first they will say whether or not he's guilty. If he's guilty, then they'll go back and say, does he die or does he go to jail for the rest of his life?
Counsel and Your Honor, a memorandum of law and case law on the felony murder issue. I know we talked about it briefly quite a number of months ago.
I don't remember, but I have your memorandum here. I assume you have it, counsel?
Yes.
All right, thank you. We're recessed.
Okay. Now the question is, how long is this recess? Is this like a short one? Is this going to be 5 hours? Who knows? Ludo friend. Yeah. Well,
some of that information because he had been interviewed after the fact by
Really?
her, and he did not say those exact same things. He couldn't remember.
yeah, I can't remember much of anything. I have to forgive him. All right, let's get rid of this and we'll just kind of chat here for a bit and until it's that time again. I don't know what that time is, but when it happens, we'll know. All right, give us your breakdown of the defense case there, Hayden.
What case? It was literally someone that was quite clearly on the stand to perjure himself. Could not really remember many details. Was contradicting his own statement that he gave to the prosecutor however many years ago, and was not really credible at all. Do I think that that there's enough reasonable doubt there to prevent him being sent to death row? Maybe. I don't think it did anything for the defense's case in the slightest. I think they could have completely... honestly, I think they could have just as easily said the defense rests without putting any witnesses up if Melly wasn't going to testify. And I think it would have done them just as much good, frankly. So...
would have done them just as much good not to put the guy on. I'm trying to think. I don't think it would have made it worse if they just rested. I think their witness made it worse. That was bad testimony.
Because it made him look like a liar, and it made Melly look like he's friends with liars that are happy to lie through their teeth and be a lying liar who lies in order to get him off this.
And he has perfect recollection of everything that the state asked him, but nothing that everything the defense asked him. He had perfect memory of everything the defense asked him, but he had no memory whatsoever of anything that the prosecution asked him. Oh, I remember we pulled over on the side of the road and let him out. I don't remember where it was, though. I mean, things like that are dumb.
Look, to be honest, that one didn't bother me quite so much because if he's got a hazy recollection of the night, yeah, sure, he may remember stopping, just not where. I mean, if it's dark, if he's high, if he's drunk, whatever else, it's knowing that you're stopping is a physical sensation in the car. Knowing where you are requires a little bit of observation that he may not have had at the time. So that's sort of less of an issue for me. The questions that the defense asked of him were asinine. Like there was nothing really there.
I mean, just generally, yeah.
Just generally, really. I mean, and when he came back to the redirect on it, oh my god, he came in way too hot. Because these guys aren't public defenders, are they? These are ones that he actually...
Yeah, these are probably really expensive lawyers.
Ooh. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they didn't really have a lot to work with when it came down to it.
No, look, it's true, and you can only do what you can with what you've got. But yeah. But
he so perfectly contradicted everything that the state's witness said that was a little suspicious. I mean, literally every detail they put on with the guy who was actually in the other vehicle, driving around. His deal was, we left the recording studio. We went straight to Melly's house. Melly and the other guys, they went somewhere else. I went upstairs, stayed in Juvie's room, And early in the morning, Melly showed up wearing different clothes than he left the recording studio wearing.
Mm-hmm.
That was essentially his testimony. And this guy's like, nah, we all drove around. Randomly, we let him out. He got in our car, did all this other dumb. I don't even know what he said. I mean, to be frankly honest, I didn't even follow what he said. So they were driving.
That was
down
the
the
other problem. I mean, if you're going to be on the stand, you need to enunciate. If you're actually trying to keep someone from going to jail for the rest of their life, you need to enunciate. It's really straightforward.
Now he's saying. Now people in chat, Hayden. So I honest to God don't really know what he was saying. He's saying that Melly got in the other car. Melly got in the Jeep. They drove down the road. At some point, and this guy wasn't in the Jeep.
No, he was in the Mitsubishi, which was supposedly red.
Yeah, with the other witness.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember. I mean, again, this is just me from the video. I don't remember anyone that guy's size getting in the other car. But whatevs. So let's assume that he was in there with the other witness.
Mm-hmm.
So how do they know at some point the Jeep stopped and let Melly out?
Well, logically, it would flow that if Melly is getting into another car, at some point he's gotten out of the other vehicle.
Well, because that was the state's contention, was that he committed the murders, and then he texted the other guys and said, hey, pick me up.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody came and picked him up and took him back to his house from a random location. I didn't follow really the progression. Did a Chinese fire drill? I mean, is that what they were saying? I mean, like they just stopped somewhere and then they all switched vehicles for some stupid reason. Okay, that's what I think. Now the Chinese fire drill tripped off the memory. So they went different directions. That was, and then they somehow met up again. They stopped for some reason. Melly got out of one vehicle and got in the other vehicle, and then went home but left his phone in the other vehicle in the Jeep.
Look, annoying.
What is more believable, that or he shot some people and then they tried to make it look like he wasn't there?
Yeah, but the annoying thing is, Jeff, you've just said the magic words. What's more believable? That's the wrong standard.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what's more reasonable? I mean, that scenario isn't reasonable to me. Okay. That they drove off in different directions, and for some reason they reconverged, and then just for some reason they stopped the vehicle, and Melly for some reason got out of one vehicle and randomly got in the other vehicle, and then the other vehicle went to some random place where the driver somehow got out of the vehicle, went into the back seat, shot both of them in the head, walked around the car, made it look like a drive-by, did something with the weapon, and Melly's phone is there the whole time because he mistakenly left it. This guy who has 75,000 pages of text messages somehow forgot he left his phone somewhere. There's no reasonableness about that at all to me.
Well, when you lay it all out logically like that, I mean, come on.
Yeah, the phone went with Melly. I believe the phone went with Melly, and Melly was in the Jeep because they have the phone pegged at the side of the crime scene with the deceased person's phone 15 minutes before they went to the hospital. Then they separated. If I recall correctly. I think you're having a mental block in that you're having trouble in the idea of 20-year-olds acting like young teens. Well, they're saying they have over 10,000 photographs of Melly. They've got a bajillion freaking videos. They've got 75,000 pages of text, not 75,000 text messages, 75,000 pages of text messages from Melly. So to say that he would just for some reason not know where his phone was and accidentally leave it in a vehicle the night that there was a murder, that is just way too coincidental for me to accept. I don't find it reasonable at all. But LNC chat is saying not guilty. Well, they were last time we checked. 58% of them were saying. Don't know what they're saying now.
64.
Let me check. 64% are saying not guilty.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to say not guilty too. He
can't be guilty. He's such a good artist.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's look at some law and crime comments. Those are always amusing. Oh, hang on. Strawberry has decided to make an appearance. There we go. Look at Strawberry's mug for a while. All right. Let's see. We don't want to stop screen. We want to present screen. Present screen. There's the deal. Let's see. We don't want full screen. And smalling it. There we go. That's their current standing. 30% guilty, 64% not guilty, 6% hung jury. What do we got going here? Oh, looks like we're buffering for some reason. Then it ain't filmed right. So many people think they know the outcome. To be honest, I thought the defense would have gone harder than they did. Yeah, me too. Verdict and sentencing won't be until all evidence is in, Nightbot. After closing, blah, blah, blah. Why is law and crime buffering? That's weird. Where are the other defense witnesses? They ain't there. I don't care if Melly didn't do it, but someone did. So find them. What the fuck? Justice for the victims. How they won't find who did it? I think they did.
Yeah, but even so, that's a bad thought process there as well.
Yeah. Why is Melly's father not testifying? No. The witness only seems credible to y'all because y'all are biased. Mm-hmm. Mountain of evidence. Jeep never stopped until the swamp, though. Ain't nobody straight. 2 dead bodies and the main suspects acting clueless.
Let's be honest, that testimony is clear reasonable doubt.
Oh, I don't think so. But wait. Where'd that go? It makes sense for 100,000 K to be the gunman. From all this artist talk, why would Melly be mad? Either way, he ain't own none. A little investigation would have shown 100K and Sack Chaser arguing over Melly. Don't know what the fuck that means. Okay, y'all keep saying proves he's guilty, then prove he's not guilty. Don't have to do that, dude. But anyway. Where's the other homies? Who is Moniqua? All right.
They didn't even ask the people in the car if Melly got in the car with them. Wow. Pretty sure they did.
Yeah. Y'all lay off Christine Bradley. She did her thing. Let her whatever. 1,000 leads straight to Melly. No need to keep investigating if they already know what happened. He remembered so much, yet recalled so little. Nice, Chris John. That's a good comment. Melly in trouble. Yeah, Melly in trouble. All right. Let's see where we are.
Shake and bake. Nice one.
That's enough of the absurdities of law and crime.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see where's the screen so I can get rid of them. Go away. Whew,
Get out.
that was
Loving the YouTube lawyers.
How many horses does Jeff own? None right now because I live in Korea. We had horses when I was a kid. And for those of you who don't know, I grew up in northern Utah, just south of the Idaho border. Out in the middle, all my family are farmers and shit like that. All my relatives. You can take the Utah. You can take the Utah out of Utah, but you can't take Utah out of the Utah or whatever the hell that saying is. Yeah. And Ozzy and I we're going to meet up at Anime Matsuri in Houston on the 10th of August, 3 weeks from tomorrow or the next day, 3 weeks from Thursday.
Oh, Christ.
Wow, time's coming soon.
Yep.
And we're going to take Ozzy to Miller Hats, where I got this hat, in Houston, Texas. We're going to take Ozzy there. We're going to get him fitted out with a nice cowboy hat from Miller Hats in Texas.
I'm already going to be wearing the blue shirt with the rolled up sleeves with the vest. I know which hat I'm walking out of there with.
Which one's that?
The Crocodile Dundee replica, complete with crocodile fangs.
Oh, no. Okay. You got to buy a cowboy hat too. You
Oh,
can't
of
go
course I'm gonna
to
buy a
Houston,
cowboy hat.
Texas, and buy an Australian bush hat. That would be weird.
Yeah, look,
I'll pick
Raincoat,
it
a
up.
lot of people don't give a shit about anime. It's more just there's a whole bunch of the law tubers that have decided to sort of co-opt it and use it as an excuse to meet up. That's really what it is.
Yeah, there's a YouTube say, damn it, did you get nuked? No, we just got bleeped for about 5 minutes. Yeah, I couldn't give two shits about anime, but we're just going there to hang out with all the YouTube peeps, with all the LawTube and LawTube adjacent peeps.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm going.
And for
3
me, it's my
weeks.
first trip outside of Australia, so I'm going for an
Awesome.
extra week. And, yeah, experience some of that beautiful country in the ridiculously hot area of Texas in the middle of August, which I now realize may be a mistake.
You have been following the news that currently the Houston area is hotter than 99.9% of the Earth's surface.
Oh yeah, and I heard that Death Valley apparently is about to break world records for hitting, I think, 131.
Yeah, well, see, when I was, oh, you've frozen. Okay, there you go. When I was in Las Vegas last year, because that's one thing I would do. I'm not gonna have time to go to Vegas this year. I would just go camping for a few days. We hit Vegas for a couple days, then just spend the rest of the time chilling with my homies. But last year, Vegas was 51 degrees. So that's what, 121 Fahrenheit. It was, I mean, there's road construction, so traffic is backed up. You're like, okay, our car is just going to explode into flames if we don't keep moving. We got to Vegas, and then it's hotel room, swimming pool, hotel room, swimming pool, hotel room, home. That was our Las Vegas last year. It's hot. It's hot in the States. Yeah, 121 degrees was fucking hot. That's the hottest I've ever been. Was last summer in Vegas. Let's see. Whoa, Jeff, racialist much? What the hell? What do you mean? Don't know what you mean, Isabel, but okay. Bring a wipey sweat towel for the walk from the car. Actually, when it gets that hot, you don't sweat. That's the problem with heat stroke. Sweat cools your body, but it's so hot that the sweat evaporates so quickly it has zero cooling action. That's the problem. You need just water.
About getting one of those personalized things that you put around your neck.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Yeah, you definitely want that. I have no idea how long this break is going to be. There was zero indication. I don't know if I don't think they've gone to lunch because they're still an hour away from lunch. Yeah, it's.
He was going to be talking.
Oh, that's true. Houston's a wet heat. It's humid as fuck. That's right. I was thinking out west where I'm from. Yeah, we're just screwed. You're gonna sweat like a pig. That's all there is to it. It was 102 in Logan yesterday. Yeah, nice. England 99, bringing the hometown news. England 99. We've talked about you being from Logan before, haven't we? Like way back in the day, if I remember correctly. And just for giggles, for the Vice Squad peeps in Utah, we'll be having two meetups, I think. One in Salt Lake at Lake Effect Bar, which is one of the greatest bars on planet Earth. Danny On should be there. And we'll probably be doing another one at Peach City and Brigham City, some point between the 14th and the 22nd of August. I'll keep you posted. And Anime Matsuri, I don't know what the hell. We're just going to be wandering. I'm just going to be wandering around. Look for me and say hi. You know?
Yeah, I'll be about the same.
I'm not important enough to have a table or anything, so just come and say hi. And bring me whiskey.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened with the tables, actually. I think we're supposed to get randomly assigned to potentially a panel or whatever, but
yeah,
I don't know how that's working. At some point, I've actually got to nail Nick down and say, hey, what the hell is going on? Am I just randomly walking around? Yeah, sure. Okay, fine.
That's what I'm doing. I'm just randomly wandering around, kind of, you know. I'm going to be hanging around the important people. Hey, I know we like each other on the internet, but do you like me in real life? That's what I'm going to be doing.
Don't you start that shit, because then I'm going to be fucking anxious.
Stop attacking
Yeah, no,
Priest Man Bear Pig. Okay. Legal Vices, I'll be at the Peach City one. I'll tell you, I have a Godzilla thing I'm making for you. Oh, sweet. Just make sure it fits in my luggage. Yeah, oh, Peach City is just amazing. It's this soda fountain restaurant that's been in this same location in Brigham City, Utah since the 50s. And they still have the same interior, all the old soda fountains, the burgers and the fries, all the recipes are the same as they've been since the 1950s. This place is so freaking popular. They have a Peach Day celebration, like parades and everything built around this restaurant. And that's what we're going to be doing in Brigham City. It's a great place. One of my favorite places ever. Strawberry's treating us with her back again. That's her face. What are you talking about? Oh, wait, it blinked. I'm so excited for Hayden. Flux. Well, let's see. Hayden's going to be there. Flux is going to be there. Jessica Reloaded. Chandler's going to be there. Of course, all the super big YouTubers. Illegal Mindset. Nick Camelot. That Star Wars girl isn't going to be there. And a bunch of other people. Kind of hanging around going, "Hi, we were on a stream once together. Will you talk to me, please?" That's what I'm going to be doing. And they're going to be going, "Oh, fuck."
Robert, not going to happen. If I walk next to Jeff and Kurt at the same time, I'm going to feel like a midget, okay? That's not happening.
The fuck's that supposed to mean, Hayden?
That I'm a short ass compared to you and Kurt?
How tall are you?
Like 5'10"?
I'm 5'11", probably 5'10" and a half now because I'm old.
I may be lying about my height.
Just wear shoes with heels. We just all need to hang around Chandler.
That works.
Are you taking the doggies with you? Do you guys know they die? I'm just going to have a friend that's going to come over and feed him breakfast and feed him dinner. Jeff acting like people don't. I have the world's worst case of imposter syndrome.
No, you don't.
We'll have to compare notes because I'm pretty sure I have the world's worst case of imposter syndrome. And like one day people are going to wake up and go, "Wait a minute, we're on to you, pal." Oh, shit. Yeah, we're all getting together in Houston. I'm trying to think. That's kind of, everybody. All the Law 2 people. Kurt's going to be there. Obviously, Kurt lives in Houston. Nate the lawyer is going to be there because he lives in Houston. Nick, Legal Mindset, Camelot, Dick Masterson, I think might be showing up, etc., etc. All the important peeps, and me. We'll just be having. My whole purpose there is just to go to meet everybody that I hang out with here on YouTube, just to say hi, get some FaceTime, and then spend as much time liquored up and intoxicated as possible. Tina Lewis says, "I put Hayden next to Legal Mindset."
Again. That's
I'll tell you why Legal Mindset's a dick. Every time we go out and we take the confirmation pictures to confirm that we're actually friends in real life.
Mm-hmm.
That bastard is like he makes a point of standing uphill from me when taking the picture. So he just makes it worse. Yeah, just makes it worse. Nate moved from New York to Houston just a few weeks ago. Yeah, he just moved. Still nothing there. It's still on a break. So I don't know what we got going here, but it's kind of up in the air. I don't know when they're coming back or if they're coming back. Oh, we do have. We just read that one. Thank you so much, Tina. We love you, Tina. You're the best. Let's see. We got 650 here and 500 likes. Come on, peeps! 100 more likes. Give me 100 more likes just because I said so. And make sure you subscribe to Aussie Overlord. Subscribe to me, of course, but also subscribe to Hayden and watch Hayden. Forget just subscribing. Don't subscribe and ignore him. Subscribe and watch.
That'd be appreciative.
Hayden is one of my morning. I have 3 morning rituals I go through. My morning rituals are the first thing I do is I watch Philip DeFranco because I've been watching Philip DeFranco in the morning for a bajillion years, back before he went insane. And now I just watch him to see what insane people think. So I just have to know what insane people think. So that's why I watch Philip DeFranco, because he's insane, and I want to see how the retards think. Yeah, we can say that. Oh, exactly 2 hours and 1 second in. Okay. So yeah, I watch Philip DeFranco, see how the retards think. And then I watch Law Talk with Mike's uploaded stuff. But if Hayden is live, I watch him live, and then I do those 2 things. If I've missed him, then he's number 3 on my rotation. Watch Hayden usually while I drive to work and whatnot. And I think y'all should do that same thing too. It's a good laugh. It's a good insightful thing. And then if I really, really am pressed for time, I'm pressed for entertainment and have time, I'll watch Keemstar's updates on Snapchat. Because I just want to be like, let's get right into the news and make $1 billion fucking dollars doing that shit. But alas, 'tis not to be.
Correct reference is perfectly fine. There's plenty of people that forget to watch me. I don't have an issue.
You should have an issue. Fuck you if you don't watch Hayden. If you don't watch Hayden, fuck you. No. Don't. I mean, seriously, just go watch it. You'll enjoy it. It's kind of fun.
Look, I do my best to bring a little bit of entertainment to people's lives, to keep people entertained. I try and bring some value, people. If anyone has any thoughts, any queries, any suggestions, feel free to reach out. Because, let's face it, for a channel with 30,000 subscribers, I'm usually getting between 70 and 100 people watching. A little bit disheartening, not going to lie. A little bit, just a little bit. So, you know. Wait, what's that?
DSP segment. Yeah. Everybody.
Well, people keep telling me that I look like him, so why not?
Well, no, you don't. Holy shit. Just anybody that says you look like DSP, just block the shit out of them. They're useless humans. See, I've been watching that cockroach for 10 years, waiting for him to fail.
Cockroach.
He's a fucking cockroach. Like after the world is laid waste by a nuclear holocaust, the cockroaches and DSP will still be on. That's just how it goes.
He'll be sitting there with a nuclear generator, just powering his own version of the internet.
There's a nuclear holocaust. There was nothing I can do. I pushed the button and nothing happened. There was nothing I could do. Yeah. DSP rules. No, he doesn't. But yeah, whatever. What's a DSP? Dark Side Phil. Do not Google search Dark Side Phil. Do not. He'll just get sucked into a black hole of cockroachiness. Anyway, that was a weird side. Melly should get his money back. No, actually, his lawyers did a phenomenal job the first 8 or 9 days. The next 7 or 8 days, they did the best they could. They certainly didn't do a bad job. They did a very, very good job with what they have available to them, I think.
Yeah, which, let's face it, wasn't a hell of a lot. So.
Yeah. Again, the only complaint I have really is the defense lawyer was way too aggressive yesterday with the cross-examination of the state's final witness, the lead investigator. Just way too aggressive. He was just being shouty, and it was a big turnoff, I think. Well, and then he had to ask stupid questions, but I guess sometimes stupid questions are all you got to ask.
Yeah, well, I mean, stupid questions, stupid answers, but I mean, you as well as any other attorney will know, you don't ask a question you don't already know the answer to, and I think they were dancing around some questions there that they did not want the answers to. So,
Mega Johnny 420 says, "You see the DSP action figure? It's a Gundam made." No.
There's an action figure?
Please tweet me a link to this. I will buy the fuck out of that. That will go right back there next to my Funko Pop guys. Please send me that on Twitter. The Legal Vices on Twitter. That would be awesome. That would be hilarious. Prosecutor beat everyone over the head about the phone being Melly's. Yeah, I mean that was my big complaint for the prosecution was that they probably bored the jury to tears for going over for just days and days and days about how all the evidence suggests this is Melly's phone. But all that kind of goes out the window when the last 3 hours of the final witness. He just tied it up in a little knot and crushed them. MG Law says, just got out of court. Did I miss anything other than that stoned friend that didn't help the defense case at all? Nope. That's it. He's the only witness.
Patty, it was
No
a fucking
second
joke.
witness.
Pull your stick out of your ass, mate.
Who did what? What?
Never mind. Just passing on some
Who
information.
needs to remove the stick?
Just Patty.
Patty, what'd you do, Patty?
Oh, I may have made a joke about priests on Nick's stream last week, and he's butthurt about it.
Yeah, I was going to say you probably said something back. It's okay. Yep. You shag carpet looking man, bear pig. Hey, I'm not too different than Ozzy in that regard, so shut up. You offend one of us, you offend all of us.
To be fair, it's not the first thing or the last thing that I've ever said to offend Patty, so, you know.
And Patty, perhaps the priests should apologize. Just saying. Just saying.
Ooh.
All right. Now, how do we segue out of that? Quick, help me.
I was about to go to bed. So.
How do we segue out of that?
Hang on. Weren't we looking for this thing from It's a Gundam? I can't find the photo.
Yeah.
On Instagram? Maybe?
She sent a photo. If you can't find, okay, never mind. That's a
shame.
Yeah, if anybody's got a link to a DSP action figure, hell yeah, I'd be all over that.
Okay, some of that is not safe for work. Oh, shit. Did he? Hi!
Well, that wasn't the right button, now was it?
No, it was not.
Damn this game PC and that stupid thumb button. I tagged you on Twitter, Legal Vice. Okay. Right. Let me go here and see what we got on Twitter. Oh no. It's $5,600.
Oh no shit.
Well, no, it's stupid. How is that DSP?
Oh, I don't think we need to look up Dollhouse Phil at the moment, do we?
No. Genetically upgraded YouTuber, and just looks like a Star Wars Ugnaught, like pig faced dude. 56.
That was that.
Huh. I thought it was like a real thing that like I could actually buy. That would be fun.
That's a shame.
Oh, it's real and up for a charity auction. Boom. All right, I was expecting something different. Damn it. Like an actual like Dark Side Phil action. That would have been hilarious. It has all the lore. You can kill the like button in your mouse because I know I can do that. I can kill the, but that takes effort. And it only happens every now and then. Not enough for me to actually worry.
Good enough for you.
I honest to God don't know how long the prosecution is going to be out with this. So I'm sort of kind of inclined to end the stream now, and we can, if there's anything important, I mean, basically what's going to happen today anyway, the jury's gone. The judge is going to say, no, you cannot get your directed verdict at this point. So forget that. And they're going to talk about jury instructions. That's literally all that's going to happen. I don't think there's really any reason to stick around here.
Fair enough.
Other than you awesome people in chat. Wait, and And this woman's glasses. Hang on. Them's his glasses.
Those are pretty epic glasses. And of course, as soon as we go to show it.
Yeah, them's was glasses. All right. Anyway. Well, they're going to argue. They're going to argue about the. Well, they're not argue. They're going to discuss jury instructions, and then we're going to hear them all on Thursday anyway. So yeah, I think we'll pull the plug. And what we've got going here for me is they're not going to be doing this tomorrow. There's going to be no hearings, no trial, nothing tomorrow. So I think I will do my first Taylor Shabusiness update tomorrow. My Taylor Shabusiness preloaded thing. Want to hang for that trial with me?
Don't see why not.
All right. Cool. Aussie Overlord going to be joining me for some Taylor Shabusiness.
Let's give her the Shabusiness.
Sweet. All right. Well, we'll have a few other guests and stuff there. That'll be starting on Monday. So tomorrow, what I will do is we'll do a breakdown of the arresting document, the criminal complaint. That's what we'll do tomorrow. And maybe a little bit of background on her and where we sit. And then on Friday, we will do the motion to suppress all of the evidence they found on the search warrant of her home, which was soundly rejected, and the defense motion to dismiss the claims of sexual assault. Because
you got to give him props. It was creative.
The argument was because he's dead, he no longer fits the legal definition of person, and sexual assault only applies to people. So it's a crime that applies to sexually assaulting a person. He was dead, so the legal definition of person does not apply to him. So therefore, he could not be what her sucking on his schlong for 3 hours after he was dead and jamming a dildo in his ass does not constitute sexual assault of a person because he was dead and not a person. We'll talk about that on Friday.
Yeah. Basically, they're trying to apply the same standard that applies to defamation, a few other things that you can't really injure someone's reputation after they've died. I don't know. I kind of feel like someone playing with your junk after you're dead may have something to do with your reputation anyway. But that's really sort of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
For 3 hours after your death. Bernice Conklin has been shocked. Yeah, stand by for Shabusiness. That's not the half of it. Yeah, and this trial will start on Monday. There's only one more barrier to Taylor Shabusiness starting on Monday. The last barrier is the state-appointed psychologist who's examining her to see if she's competent to stand trial. She's been examined 3 times and found competent to stand trial. The defense had another examination last week where the expert that they paid, we'll probably watch that we'll probably watch that tomorrow too. The defense paid for an expert to see whether or not she was competent to stand trial. And not shockingly at all, the person that the defense hired to determine whether or not the defendant is competent to stand trial found that she was in fact not competent to stand trial. So in preparation for that, and assuming that would be the case, the court had their own court-appointed examiner who's examining her this week. And Friday, this is how confident the judge is that this is going to go to trial. He's scheduling the hearing on whether or not she's competent to stand trial on the morning of jury jury selection. So they're going to listen to her for him or her for an hour and go, yep, she's competent. And then they're going to have jury selection, and trial will start on Monday. So do not miss it. Mark your calendars. Monday, starting at, I guess it would be around 10 a.m. Eastern time, will be Taylor Shabusiness. I've been waiting for this for over a year. How awesome is that?
It's nice it's finally come around for you.
And Tina, we don't give a fuck what Nick is covering. Nick can cover whatever the hell he wants. Y'all should be here. You know, I'm not Nick's bitch when it comes to Taylor Shabusiness. Everything else, maybe, but not Taylor Shabusiness. That's mine. I own it. I'm going to be all over Taylor Shabusiness. Show Nick that you're not gonna put up with his shenanigans and watch his half-ass trial. He doesn't know the facts. I've been all over this from day one. You want to be right here. Nick's just being a casual Taylor Should Business honk. I would say I've been up Taylor Should Business' ass for the last year, but that would be really weird considering. So, yeah, I'm not going to say that. Their defense is that she is suffering from basically the Wisconsin version of not guilty by reason of insanity, which I believe they say is a diminished mental capacity or something like that. Mental illness or diminished capacity, something like that. So they're not denying she did it. They're just saying that she was out of her damn mind when she did it. And at the time she committed the murder, she was not aware that it was actually a bad thing to do. I don't think they're going to show jury selection, but if they are, we'll probably watch a little bit of it. Why not? So, yeah, stay here. Forget that Nick guy exists during the Taylor Should. No, you didn't upset me. We're just having fun. Because, quite frankly, Nick could tie his shoes on stream and crush me. So, I'm just saying, come here for the fun and shenanigans and in depth. Go to Nick if you're lesser than. If you're lesser than, you can go to. But no, I told Nick that if he's too busy to stream or doesn't plan on streaming it, to send people my way, and he's always welcome to join me on the stream. Already told him that. Wolfram with a $5 super chat. By the way, congrats to Larry, the DUI guy, being awarded a mistrial during jury selection. The prosecutor misled the jury on Kentucky DUI laws. Yeah, we saw that. He misquoted the law. Never a good thing. All righty, everybody. That's kind of it. Let's just pull the plug on this. Law and Crime ain't coming back. They're still there. And whatever it is, we'll summarize it tomorrow. On Thursday, whatever the hell. I don't care. We're not going to get anything out of it. So we'll pull the plug and we'll call this a night. Yes, we want to be here, Jeff. Yes, you do, because Ozzy Overlord's going to be here. Why the hell not? We'll have other peeps as well. So, all right, folks. Thank you so much for being here for the YNW Melly defense case, which lasted a very, very short time. Ozzy, what do you got coming up in the next little bit?
So later on this week, I have the Australian federal misinformation laws that I'm going to be covering, because while everything's been going on with the referendum and the voice to Parliament to give Indigenous Australians a voice directly into our Constitution, which, as far as I'm concerned, should be voted no anyway, but there are specific reasons for that. If you want to know more, I've already done a video on that. It's 4 hours long. Anyway, whilst that's been going on, they've snuck a bill into Parliament so that the federal government can try and control exactly what Aussies do and don't say on social media and basically force censorship through platforms, Facebook, YouTube, all your regular platforms, basically. And it's some horse shit. And not only have I already put together a submission to send off, I was very, very vocal. So, that video will be coming up. Aside from that, it's going to be my regular shows. Not necessarily strictly coming up in 4 hours. I don't think I'll be doing one this evening. But I'll probably do one later in the day. But, yeah. Pretty much has me covered. So...
Okay. Well, for me, like I said, tomorrow we'll do Taylor Should Business, most likely. Thursday we'll be doing this trial. They very well could have a verdict by the end of the day on Thursday. If not, they'll go into Friday, and I'm sure they'll come back with a verdict by Friday, hopefully by Friday morning. And we'll while we're on jury watch, we'll do Should Business, and we'll just cut to the verdict when it happens, if it happens on Friday. So Wednesday Should Business, Thursday Melly, Friday Should Business, and then Monday, all next week, it's scheduled for 5 days, 4 days for trial. They're guessing 1 day for jury deliberations and everything else. So Monday through Friday, nothing else, will be all Should Business all the time. Then 10 days of back to normal legal vices, talking about everything else in the news. Then I'm off for 2 weeks to Houston to hang with Ozzy for a few days. And then off to Utah. And then I'll be back on the 22nd. So that's kind of my next month in a nutshell.
Pretty well covered.
This Should Business, vacation, back again. So, all right, everybody. Thank you so much, mods, for being so super moddy. You guys are awesome. Yes, the jury is going to be sequestered People were asking whether that's a tactic to rush the verdict. No, they're just saying they don't want them to see anything, be influenced by anybody after they've heard all the closing arguments and everything. So they're just going to lock them up until. I don't think it'll take that long, frankly. I'm guessing 2-3 hours tops. That's my random, completely baseless guess. It'll take 2 to 3 hours to get rid.
I'm thinking maybe there'll be one person that'll decide to hold out over through the first night just because they want to see what the hotel's like. But beyond that, no, I agree with you. It'll be over fairly quickly.
Honestly, I'm thinking they'll think, okay, he's guilty. Then later they'll argue about whether it's death or life in prison. That's what I'm thinking. But anyway, Mods, thank you for being here, for being super. Let me swallow this olive here. All right. Well, the olives. I ate 2 olives. Mods, thank you for being here. Thank you for doing all your moddy stuff. It's great to have you here. You're the best mods ever. And thank you to the Vice Squad chat. Everybody in chat is the most awesome chat. The Vice Squad chat is I forgot. Oh my God. Sorry, people. We have a very important announcement to make. And by very important, I just mean, random. Hang on here. Let me bring this up. I don't want to shortchange myself. Oh my God. For those of you that are still hanging around in chat, all 492 of you, there's something we need to talk about. Something very important. And I'm stalling for time because I'm bringing it up here. I'm getting the link. I'm opening the link as we talk, and then I'm going to bring it up on the stream. So stand by.
Need a drum roll.
Hang on. Don't go. Wait.
Did Elon retweet Jeff?
Oh, how interesting.
Maybe someday.
I can't access this very important thing because of reasons in Korea. So I don't know what's going to happen if I turn on my VPN in the middle of this stream. This should be interesting.
Do you need to just flick it to me in the private chat and I can share it on my end? Oh, crap. Hello, internet. Stupid internet. Oh crap, it was him, not me. Oh, he was changing his VPN. Okay. I legitimately thought I froze then, not him, so.
Hi. There.
Yeah, well, I tried. Hey, he's back. That's what matters.
Okay, so that's what happens if you turn it on a VPN in the middle of a stream, is it? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a huge announcement to make. Not really, but it's just fun and game. First of all, let's see here. Gotta do this right. Do it right or don't do it at all, as they say. What have I done? That's what
it's worth doing. It's worth overdoing.
Yeah, and I'm clearly overdoing this. All right, for those of you that know, we do have one merchandise. We have one merch item right here. This is the Legal Vices cocktail mug. It looks like a coffee cup, but it's not, because it says right here on the back, this is a cocktail glass. For the last year, this has been my one piece of merch. But today is the day that we unleash the new Lorax merchandise.
Oh, no shit. Look at that.
We have the Lorax hoodie that comes in different colors. White, red, orange. I like the orange one. Green. We've got the, do we have to do this? Yeah, hell. We've got the t-shirts that come in a variety of colors. We've got the long sleeve shirts. We've got a poster. We've got a coffee mug. We've got a beer glass. We've got a wine tumbler, a water bottle. We have Legal Vices, the Enjoy Your Legal Vices Lorax merch. So here we go. If you go down to the link, there's a merch link down below. You're going to want to hit that if you want your Enjoy Your Legal Vices Lorax merch. So there we go. That's it.
cool.
That was the big announcement. I forgot to announce that.
No, fair enough.
I've literally been meaning to spend 10 minutes. This is what happens when you have ADHD. You literally procrastinate everything to the fucking end of the earth. It took all of 10 minutes to set that up, and I've been sitting on it for like a year, meaning to get around to it. So there we go.
Don't worry, I really do. So,
so all right,
Hamplin, I already checked. They're not.
Yeah, they didn't have any shot glasses. Well, that's how the cocktail glass was born. They didn't have shot glasses.
Damn it!
So
I don't know.
What don't you know?
It froze on my end. I wasn't sure if it was me or you.
It's you.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that's how the cocktail mug / coffee cup was. The cocktail mug. That's what I should just call it. Yeah, the coffee cup / cocktail glass was invented. They didn't have a shot glass or a cocktail glass, so I just said, this is a cocktail glass on the back of a coffee mug. And Josh Gordon with $1.99 says, Super Chat, please tell me this is manufactured in North Korea. No, it's manufactured on Teespring. Titty shot glass. Not a titty shot glass. That was one of my Russian friends. She gave that to me. She gave me my titty shot glass for my birthday a few years ago. She gave me 2, but I broke one because I got drunk and dropped it once. Would you expect anything less? So there you go. Go down to the merch link, and if you want some of the Law Racks Enjoy Your Legal Vices merch, go hit it up, get it. There you go. All right, that's all I wanted to raise. Everybody, again, let's repeat this. Mods, thank you so much for doing your moddy thing. People in chat, the Legal Vices Vice Squad, thank you so much for being the Legal Vices Vice Squad. You are the best chat. Thank you to Hayden for hanging out here with me tonight. It's a pleasure to have you here, and everybody needs to get over and subscribe to Aussie Overlord. Love him, pet him, touch his fur. He loves it. Trust me, because I love it too. I mean, not when I touch his fur, like when someone touches mine. Anyway, no way out of that. Let's just keep.
Nope.
And thank you so much for your generosity.
Just avoid the word love and
chat.
Yeah.
Ozzy, you got an outro for us? Oh, wait a minute,
guys!
Damn it! Wait, pause on that. We need to do a redirect here. Redirect will go to who is the lucky recipient of the redirect today. Customization. The fact that there is still a large number of people watching this is ridiculous to me, but I think it's funny. The redirect goes to Uncivil Law. Is the only one that has anything going right now.
Oh, there you go.
So there you go. We are going to go over to Uncivil Law, who is doing a legal news roundup. You can't do any better than a legal news roundup for law tubers. So, all right, we're going to shut this down. We're going to go over to Kurt with Uncivil Law for a legal news roundup. Tell him Legal Vices said hi. And Aussie Overlord, you got any parting words for us?
And Aussie Overlord, as always, says, please remember, people, you are not a piece of shit. You do have value, and you do contribute to society, especially if you hit that like button for Jeff. And stay healthy, wealthy, and wise. And we'll see you a little later.
Got cage. All right. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to do the outro video, and it didn't work. So all 452 of you watch the outro video and go over to Kurt's. Why isn't it playing? Play!
It is playing.